What's up, everybody, and welcome to SeaTown Spotlight. I'm your host, Rio Barber, and in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month coming to a close, today I'm shining the spotlight on a local Latinx painter, one that incorporates his Mexican roots into his beautiful artwork, just like this one here at the Seattle Public Library lockers. Meet Carlos Martinez, the person behind the painting.
I actually started when I was 19. So it was a little bit later, but I had always been like really into art. And I felt like in my bones that I just wanted to create art right now.
Meet 26-year-old Carlos Martinez, a Mexican-American painter and illustrator from Redmond, Washington.
I kind of like feeling more grounded onto the floor. I didn't even know I could do it, but I thought, why not try? What's actually fun about this one is that I actually finished it after I saw the movie Coco. Both of my parents, they come from Mexico, like southern Mexico. My mom's from Guerrero and my dad's from Oaxaca. So my mom was born by the beach, and my dad, he grew up in the jungle mountains. It's always a part of my work, nature.
After years of working for a nonprofit organization, helping immigrants apply for their citizenship, Carlos decided to take a leap of faith and pursue painting full-time.
They've always been very supportive of creativity, especially my dad. He's a very talented drawer too as well. And I think it makes him proud to see someone pursuing it. I'm fascinated with birds and plants and hearts. They're very prominent in like Mexican folk art. When I first wanted to become like a painter full-time, I wanted that freedom of being able to call the shots for my own life. Every time I see a bird, it's always, I get that feeling of wow, that must be so cool to have that freedom to literally fly wherever, kind of make you do a double take.
Birds and freedom are a big theme in Carlos's artwork, as that wasn't necessarily something he felt as a child.
Well, at least growing up as a gay little boy, there's no shows that have people that identify the same as you. I didn't really know how to navigate through life. I was kind of made fun of a lot for being quite creative, and I saw at an early age that was met with a lot of not positive feedback or reaction from my peers. And so I think when I hit middle school, I tried my best not to call any attention to myself. But then when I got to high school, I don't know what it was, but I decided to just not do that anymore. I mean, in terms of freedom, just freedom to express yourself, that's something that is super important to me, and I try to emulate that in my art too as well. This is a self-portrait that I finished earlier this year. It's called Strangeness and Charm. I just wanted to create a self-portrait that looked weird. With this one, I think it's kind of missing the happiness or sense of belonging that I didn't necessarily feel when I was going through that tough period of being bullied. But I think it's always going to be there. But that doesn't mean that I can't move forward, and it doesn't mean that I can't be happy now as an adult. So with this painting, it's acknowledging what's happened in the past, but also reclaiming it as my own and rewriting it for myself.
Carlos has been chosen to exhibit his paintings at various shows around town, including the annual Fiesta Patrias event at Seattle Center and the Nepantla Cultural Arts Gallery in West Seattle, where he has also taught free painting workshops. Carlos's main goal is to create art featuring people that look and identify the same way he does, something he wished he saw more of growing up.
I still love going to museums, but I didn't really see people or images that reflected me that I can really connect to. Creating queer art and celebrating queer love, it just meant a lot to be able to celebrate people who identify the same way I do in that way, and see themselves in a portrait.
Most recently, he was commissioned by the Seattle Public Library to create a design for 2 of their locker locations.
I thought that was a really good opportunity to put more brown faces out in the city in public art. I feel as though I'm contributing to the art world, or to the little Black and brown boys and girls or children, that they'll be able to see, hopefully, my work. It's just one other piece of artwork there, and to me that always makes me feel good.
And just as the coronavirus pandemic changed the world in many ways, Carlos's artistic style also made a change towards dream surrealism.
And I guess it could be attributed to the fact that I didn't want to deal with like reality. So I'll just like paint like this beautiful world so I don't really have to like pay attention for a few hours of like what's actually happening. Yeah, so this is the one that I'm currently working on. I think with where we're at in the pandemic, we're almost out of the woods, but we're not out of the woods just yet. It's also touching on the feeling of escapism, acknowledging that even though like we're in very tough times, there are moments of happiness.
And while tomorrow was never promised, Carlos encourages other artists to go after their dreams while they still can.
Don't wait for anyone's validation, just do it. If you feel it in you to create something, just do it. If you are able to learn in a formal setting, take advantage of it and be nice to people. So this one's titled Oblivion. It looks like the person is beginning to disappear. We're no different than flowers or animals that are also on this earth. And we're not here forever, but while we're here, we're beautiful.